First off, let's set the stage. The Yamaha R1 has long been a benchmark in the liter class Superbike world. Yamaha's engineering showpiece, mixing ratchet rack DNA with street usability. The M version has always been the more exclusive, more premium, more focused variant. For 2025, Yamaha has pushed that further. So, what does the 2025 Yamaha R1 meter bring to the table? Let's break it down piece by piece. Engine, chassis dan suspension, electronics, aerodynamics dan styling, riding experience, and then pros, cons, and verdict. Engine dan powertrain. The heart of the 2025 R1 meter is familiar but refined. It uses the 998 cm3 liquid cooled inline 4 with a cross-plane crankshaft layout. Bore tanda kali stroke remain at 79,0 mm tanda kali 50,9 mm. Compression ratio is 13.01. It carries over Yamaha's YCCT throttle control and YCCI variable intake systems to optimize mid-range and top-end performance. Transmission is a 6-speed with an assist slipper clutch. Quick shift is supported clutchless up, down shift with multiple settings. Titanium connecting rods, titanium intake valves. Forget pistons, TC are carried forward to keep reciprocating mass low. The exhaust is lightweight, with titanium muffler and heat shield to help mass centralization. Yamaha does not publish a crank horsepower number for the R1 meter publicly, but many expect it to be close to what earlier R1 meter models delivered, possibly in the 180-200 tenaga kuda ballpark with ram air benefits depending on market and tuning. Chassis, suspension dan braking. The frame is the aluminum delta box design, a staple of the R series, providing a balanced mix of rigidity and feedback. The swing arm is polished aluminum on the R1M, giving it a more premium look. Wheels are cast magnesium, 10-spoke design, to reduce unsprung mass and rotational inertia. Tires are Bridgestone 11 RS front 120/70 ZR17, rear 200/55 ZR17 for top grip and performance. Front suspension is 43 mm Öhlins NPX electronic racing suspension fork, fully adjustable, with real-time damping control based on IMU data. This is a key differentiator for the R1 meter. Rear liquid gets the Öhlins electronic shock system, which dynamically adjusts damping. Brakes get a big upgrade, Brembo style radial mounted monoblock calipers up front, paired with a new Brembo master cylinder for better feel and power. Rear brake is conventional, 220 mm disc, single caliper, with ABS and lane sensitive brake control. In terms of geometry, rake is 24,0 derajat, trail 4.0 in, wheelbase 55.3 in, seat height round 33.9 in. Weight with fluids is about 452 pon, 205 kg. Aerodynamics dan styling. One of the major visual and functional updates for 2025 is carbon fiber aerodynamic winglets integrated into the fairing. TCR inspired by Yamaha's MotoGP program and M2 generate downforce, especially under braking or in aggressive cornering, giving better front end feel. The R1 meter gets full carbon fiber bodywork, giving lighter skin panels and a sharper, more aggressive look. Seat cover textures have been updated to balance grip vs ability to shift around. The color scheme is exclusive, the R1 meter is offered in a carbon fiber livery. The serial numbered badge on the R1 meter gives exclusivity, each unit is individually numbered. Electronic aids dan instrumentation. This is where the 2025 R1 meter really shines. Electronics are state of the art. A 6-axis inertial measurement unit IMU gives inputs of pitch, roll, yaw, lateral and longitudinal acceleration. Lane sensitive systems include traction control TCS with multiple levels, slide control SCS to manage rear end sliding in corners. Lift control, lift to detect front wheel lift and modulate power. Engine brake management EBM, with multiple levels. Brake control BC, system which works with ABSN. Is lane sensitive. Launch control LCS with three settings for optimized standing starts. The quick shift system KSS allows clutchless up and down shift, with three selectable settings. The display is a full-color 4.2 inch TFT, showing ride modes, gear, diagnostics, telemetrics. One of the standout features for the R1 meter is built-in GPS data logging through Yamaha's Communication Control Unit (CCU), lap timing, course mapping, and vehicle data are recorded and can be wirelessly transferred to a smartphone app, Android or iOS, for analysis. Riders can tweak settings on the app and upload them back to the R1 meter for the next session. Reading experience dan real-world expectations. On paper and in showroom specs, the 2025 R1 meter is abyss, but how does it feel in motion? From sprinting off the line using lawn control, to blasting down straight, to leaning hard into corners, the R1 meter aims to offer a razor-sharp, connected feeling. The electronic suspension helps maintain composure by adjusting damping in milliseconds, so the bike stays planted, predictable, and responsive even when conditions or rider inputs vary. The Brembo bracket should bring more confidence, more bite, less fade, and better modulation, especially under heavy braking into corners. That's a tangible upgrade over prior versions. The winglets, while subtle to see, are there for function. They help generate downforce to keep the front end more stable during aggressive maneuvers. Riders should feel more confidence when plunging into braking zones or pushing the edge mid-corner. In everyday street use, some of these systems may feel overkill, but they lend an aura of superbike authenticity even when cruising. The weight is still substantial, so in traffic or low-speed maneuvers one must be mindful. The seat height is fairly tall, and ergonomics are still ratchet rack-oriented, so long rides might demand some breaks. Full capacity is about 4.5 gallons, gelombang 17 liters. Full economy is estimated around 33 mpg, in mixed use, not bad for a performance machine. Pros dan cons. Let's weigh the strengths against potential drawbacks. Pros. Extremely advanced electronics suite and data logging capabilities. Ohlin's electronic suspension gives top-tier ride tuning and adaptability. Brembo Stylema braking upgrade improves braking safety and feel. Aerodynamic enhancements via winglets for better high-speed stability. Premium materials carbon fiber bodywork, magnesium wheels reduce mass dan race exclusivity. Exclusivity, serial numbered badge, limited production, prestige value. Cons potential caveats. Complexity, more electronics and systems means more maintenance, diagnostics, potential points of failure. Cost, the R1 meter is expensive. MSRP in US markets is $22,699 for 2025. Nearly ratchet-oriented ergonomics, not the most comfortable for daily commuting or long touring. Real-world benefit, some riders may not fully exploit or notice subtle gains from electronic suspension or winglets unless pushing the bike hard. Weight is still heavy for a premium machine, though competitive in its class. Market, availability dan pricing. In the United States, the standard R1 for 2025 carries an MSRP of $18,999 and arrives in dealers in November. The R1 meter is slated to arrive in March for 2025 model year, with an MSRP of $27,699. In some regions, notably Europe, Yamaha has indicated that the R1 standard might no longer be street legal, pushing variants toward track versions only. Given import duties, local taxes, and dealer markups, actual cost to a buyer in many countries will be significantly higher. Verdict dan closing thought. So, is the 2025 Yamaha R1 meter worth the hype? For riders who want a no compromise, top spec liter class superbike with advanced electronics, premium materials, and ratchet track credentials, absolutely, it's not just about raw power, but the refinement, control, and intelligence that accompany it. If you are someone who mostly uses a bike for commuting or casual rides, much of the sophistication may go underutilized. The cost, complexity, and ratchet-biased ergonomics may be overkill, but for track days, spirited canyon runs, or for those who want to own a flagship machine, the